I do believe we shall overcome someday.
How soon can the trial of those held behind prison cells on the orders of the defunct General Court-Martial be started in the civilian courts? This is a question that will linger in the minds of those who prayed and fought for this right. However, only the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions can provide an answer on when the trials could begin. The development follows confirmation by sources in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions that the files are now in the hands of the institution which is constitutionally charged with public prosecutions. The Deputy Attorney General, Jackson Kafuuzi, confirmed the development in Parliament without specifying the number of case files that have been transferred from the military courts.
The files that were originally before the court-martial be transferred to a civil court. To DPP? Yes. Right Honourable Speaker, I wish to report to the House that the transfer has been done.
It is indicated that the file of the ailing veteran opposition leader, Dr Kizza Besigye, is one of those that have been transferred to the ODPP. Kafuuzi's response followed concerns by a section of MPs on why Besigye and several others were still under detention.
My concern is that the purpose for which we met and asked the executive to bring closer the appearance of Dr. Besigye is being defeated.
The procedural issue, Right Honourable Speaker, I raised is whether we are proceeding right before or without a status report.
The transfer of the files is in fulfillment of the orders of the Supreme Court that annulled the prosecution of civilians in military courts. The decision handed in January by the Supreme Court against an appeal by the Attorney General upheld an earlier decision of the Constitutional Court stemming from an application that was filed by the former Nakawa Member of Parliament, Michael Kabaziguruka. Despite the baby steps made in having those in detention on the orders of the crippled General Court-Martial tried in civilian courts following the transfer of the files, it could be too early to celebrate.
Once the DPP receives a file, the DPP is supposed to read the facts on the file, and if the DPP is convinced that the facts and evidence reveal a case, then the file will be sanctioned.
The DPP sanctions police files, not court files. So we would want to know about that process. What exactly happened? Have you as Attorney General gone, hold on, calm down. Have you as Attorney General gone and ordered the DPP here sanction these files?
The government has so far shown no interest in releasing the detainees. Instead, it has ramped up efforts to amend the UPDF Act to establish the mandate of the General Court-Martial to prosecute civilians. The government has withdrawn an earlier tabled bill for the amendment of the UPDF Act to pave way for the addition of the fresh proposals touching on the establishment of military courts.
That a bill entitled the Uganda People's Defence Forces Amendment Bill 2024 be withdrawn.
Is it seconded?
In all that they are planning to do in the next couple of days, hopefully, it will be in tandem with the Constitution. Article 92 provides that you cannot pass a law to defeat a court ruling.
Now I
am hoping that government is cognizant of that.
Members of the National Resistance Movement Parliamentary Caucus are scheduled to deliberate on how to reshape the UPDF Act. Jackson Onyango, NTV.